Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat, and we're up to episode 22 of the series now. And since last time, when we got the enchantment table, I was figuring that, we'd build, a room for it, an enchantment room. And I was looking online, and it was saying that the bookshelves, like, help the enchantment table, be more powerful. So I'm thinking third floor, somewhere around here, we'll build an enchantment room. I'm gonna cut it off from, so there's no waterfall in there. But what we're gonna need to do is get some bookshelves, and that's what I want to do, so that so that the room looks good. I mean, it'll look plain with just the enchantment table there anyway. So I think what we need is try to get down here without getting ourselves killed. We're gonna need more of that, I guess, sugarcane, so that we can get books, so we can build more. So I'm just gonna, there's a lot around, so I'm just gonna destroy it all, I guess, and we'll use that to make it. And I don't, I never actually messed with the sugarcane much. I don't really know how it works. I don't know if I leave it like this, if it'll grow back tall again. So, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna leave one like that, and we'll see. But luckily, there's some around here for us to get. Because if there wasn't, then that would probably be a problem for me. But yeah, let's just get whatever's around here, and I'll just leave that one just in case that regrows. And I did notice some more of it on the other side. And if you haven't noticed, sometimes, I go explore, but today, I do like building in this game too. And I don't know what you guys prefer to watch me do. If you'd rather prefer me to, go down into like a dungeon or go, through the nether, or you'd rather watch me try to build something for the house. But, I like both parts of the game, so, I figure like one episode one way, one episode the other way. But, let me know what you guys actually prefer. And because I could just do more episodes on that way if you prefer a certain way. But I think, guys, that there was more sugarcane over here. I think there was. Thought I saw something before. I could be wrong. Nope, there it is. So yeah, we'll get that over there. And honestly, I don't know if there's any more than that, but I guess we could take a look, a little further away, because I haven't really spent too much time exploring this place. Because I found a good spot, so I didn't really have any reason to really explore too much. Because I have like everything I need, all the resources and stuff, like right next to my house. So that's why I haven't really had to go very far away. And I know I need to do some more exploring. But let's see if there's some more sugarcane, down here or something like that. There's actually a sheep on a little island. It's kinda sad that it's stuck over there. Um, hmm. So yeah, I haven't really seen any sheep. That's the first one I see is on a little tiny island all by itself. All right, so I don't think there is anymore. Get an interesting view of my house from over here, of the portal. Alright, so we're going to take a look just a little bit further this way. If there isn't anything, we'll just head back and see what we can make out of what we do have. Because at least I think this stuff grows, near beaches or something like that. So it would make sense that there'd be, some around here. But I'm not seeing too much around. So, but we did get, we got 18 pieces. That's not too bad. I probably need more to, do better with it. But that's not too bad of a start. So I think we'll just take that and we'll head back. Because I think that should make, I don't know how much that makes, but I'm thinking like 6 or something, 6 bookshelves? Not sure. Something like that. I could be wrong. It might be 2. I don't know. I don't have the math right in my head right now. But we'll see when we get back. But anyway, even if there's only 2, at least I'll be able to build something. And I want to get the, next floor going in the house anyway. I really gotta, fix a lot of stuff up though. But I think it looks a lot better than it used to look, clearly. And the pool is definitely, my favorite part. I still gotta do the flooring here. I'll do that eventually. So what I'm thinking, guys, is I'm gonna cut this off just because, it doesn't really seem like something I'd want to be, part of like a library. So I'm just gonna build the side of it right now. I can build that up at another time. So I'll just build the perimeter to it, which is usually how I start things anyway. And the floor is actually going to be wood, so I do need to build one higher than that. I should actually see if I have any of that wood, because I do need to build the floor under it if I'm actually going to build this. So let's go see what we do have. If we don't have any, we can just chop it down from our, trees anyway. And I really do need to organize these. These look horrible. So we have like 10 planks of the kind that I want to use, which really isn't enough, so let me toss a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm going to take out my axe if I could find an axe. There's an axe. Alright, so I'll take that out, and we're going to, chop down a tree, and that way we can get a little bit more wood, so we can at least do the flooring for where we're going to put the library. And this tree did grow pretty big, so a lot of wood, so that should be helpful. And I do need to replant it so it can keep growing, so let's hope we get a, sapling. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was pretty quick. And I'm not going to bother chopping the rest of it because, you're always going to get one anyway. So, let's plant this back here, and that'll regrow eventually. Probably won't need too much of it anytime soon anyway, so let's get back up here and we could work on this. Alright, so 38, that should be good enough to at least get something started. So yeah, this is basically going to be just the floor, so... And I do need another step up higher. I did forget to add one, which, I can do that later. It's not a really big deal. But basically, guys, this is going to be the perimeter of the floor for the library. I need to do it over here too, but I definitely didn't get enough of this. But yeah, let's place it in. We can put down the... But the thing is, like, we really don't have enough books and stuff set up anyway. So what I'm going to do is just going to chop a little bit of this down, just so there's enough like surface area for me to put down what I need to put down. I think that just this much should be good. Oops, let me get that. Alright, so that should be good to set up what we need to set up. Get this one more, so at least it's even. Alright, so we'll have 9 of these more to put over here, because we're going to put the enchantment table. We'll try to make it pretty even. But yeah, I'm thinking this is good for now. Alright, so let's get the enchantment table out. And maybe we can mess with it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good, 9. So that means I can actually make this even. So it would be the 5th one. Put it on this one. Alright, so we're going to put that right there. What we need to do now is we need to, let me just click on it out of curiosity. I like how the book moves around with you. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I put something in here. So out of curiosity, if I were to toss this in here, I clearly can't read whatever the hell this says. So it would be random. I'm not going to just toss that in there. Well, you know what? I got a sword. It's cool. Number 2, that's better than 1. So let's just do whatever that does to it. So it's got smite 1 on it. I don't know what that does, but maybe we can go kill something and see if we notice any difference. Figure, weapon is the thing you'd want to enchant anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the crafting table, which I probably should move, make a couple more, maybe put one so I don't have to go all the way back down here. But, yeah, we're going to use the sugarcane and try to make some stuff. Alright, so we need a bunch of these. Alright, we got 12 of those. And, alright, so we got 18 pieces of paper. So that's not too bad. At least it doesn't seem like it is. And I think that it goes like this. Alright, so 4 books, 5 books. Alright, we got 6 books. That's not too horrible, but it's not really too great either. We do need a little bit more wood, so if we have any of this plain wood, that would be good. If not, we'll just have to chop the other tree down. Yeah, I really, it's surprising that I don't have enough wood for someone who has trees growing, as part of their house. But, we'll just chop this down real quick. And that'll give us enough, and we should be able to build exactly what we need to build. And, of course, I want this to, keep growing, so let's try to get a sapling, or whatever they're called, so that we can keep it growing. With a little bit of luck, there we go. Okay, there's our luck. Okay, so we'll put this down, guys, and those should grow. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a second one there. Or a third one. Didn't realize that. But anyways, we'll just let these things grow. I'm thinking it'll still grow, even though that's above it. But I think it disappears anyway. But we'll go downstairs now, and we're gonna build the bookshelves. Alright, so yeah, we got 22. That should be good. At least I think so. And okay, so we need to put the books in the middle, like this. And we need, I think, 2 each. So we only have enough to build 2 of these, but and I got an achievement, librarian. Okay, so 2 of those. It's better than none though. And we'll add to that. I'll figure out how to grow the sugarcane, which is probably what I should do. So if we grow the sugarcane, then I could clearly, keep building onto the library. But let's see. Let's put 2 books near it, and let's see how it looks. I'm not exactly sure how to place these, or how I want to decorate this. But I'm thinking like, around the corners of it, like that or something. So, alright, we'll just put them there for now. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can pick them back up, though. So, and I don't know how close they need to be. So I'm going to actually put them, I'm putting one, like, right here. I'm going to put them actually right behind it, so that way they're close. I'm going to put them like this for now. And then, we'll add it like this or something. Something like that. Let's see if this actually changes anything. Now that there's 2 next to it, are the numbers going to be higher than 1 and 2? So I see an 8 now, so maybe that made a difference. I'm not really sure. Like, if I put my diamond sword back in, okay, I guess you can't do that again. If I put this in, yeah, the numbers do seem higher, so it seems like that does make a difference, so that is good at least. So let's try to, fix this up a tiny bit. And then there's something I want to try to do, but I really don't know how it's going to work. Because, so we do have that waterfall, and I'm thinking of trying to make it into trying to make a water slide that goes down from the 3rd floor. Or eventually 4th floor, thinking big. Maybe a water slide that goes down to the pool would look cool. Or not even look cool. I don't care if it looks cool, it might be cool to use. So, maybe we can try that. And I clearly messed up the stairs a bit, but, I can fix that. Because it's actually impossible to get up here now. So, let me just get rid of this block. Okay, so, this doesn't look too bad. It's like a start of a room, and I can fix all this stuff anyway. I don't think it looks too bad. It looks pretty good to me. I mean, I need to fix up the floor. I need to get more bookshelves, but I think it'll look good when it's all, completely done. So let's go over here and let's actually check this out. Because this is like another room. What I should have done is made it so there was like a door here. So let's make a door. We're going to make it like right here. And this will be our way to get in here. And I'm thinking that you could probably make a water slide, but we'll find out in a minute. I'm gonna gather some of that red blocks, and I'm gonna try to use that again and see how that turns out. It might turn out pretty bad. It might not even work, but I don't think the episode's been long enough for it to be an episode. So we got 12. That's pretty bad, but we got 10 more. 22. Probably not gonna be enough, but maybe we get something started. And there's a bunch of little things I need to fix up anyway, so maybe we can do that. Alright, so clearly I need to fix this. Looks a little messed up. But, I don't really know what I'm doing right now, so you'll have to bear with me on this. Alright, so let's get an axe in here, get the wood, because I'm going to climb up on the wood to be able to, like, build this, I'm thinking. Alright, so I don't really know how this is going to work, guys. Alright, so clearly it just goes like that. See if I build it out. Whoa! Oh, shit. Almost fell off. Yeah, so it's not exactly doing what I want it to do. There's water coming down. Look how much I flooded my house. Alright, let's get rid of some of those blocks. That was a clear mistake. Alright, hopefully that'll get rid of that. Oh God, that didn't get rid of it, did it? Alright, so you know what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to just collect the water and stop it for now, if I can. Obviously, that was a disaster. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to grab this, if it's possible, to get it all. Okay, good. So we got it all, and hopefully that all goes away. That's outside my house. And okay, it's going away. I'm happy. I'm happy. So I think it'll be easier to build this if I build it first and then put the water down, because then it won't just go flying all over the place like that. That was my mistake, and you know that's how you learn anyway. Alright, so my pool looks okay. It's just, it's a little sad without the waterfall, but we're going to turn this into a water slide if we can. So let's try to figure out how to do this. So I'm thinking it's just going to need like one spot to start at. Oh God, I fell off. What I really got to learn to use is shift. I don't really think about it when I'm doing it, and then I just fall off like that. Happens to me every time. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to climb up there, and I'm just going to climb on top of it and try that one more time. Okay. Let's just be real cautious here. Alright, I'm holding shift this time, guys, so let's try this. Okay. Alright. Holding shift again. And I need to make it a little bit further this way as well. Alright, so this is how I'm thinking about it, guys. And I'm just going with this block type just because it's pretty cool looking. So I'm thinking it'll be like, it'll be like this. And that way I can put the water there and it will flow the way that I want it to. We just have to possibly set this up. See how we can set this up. And I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm using the wrong thing. Alright, where's my axe? And clearly I need more of this material as well. But I'm thinking we gotta go down with it. I don't know how to do this. I feel like I can build it and then like break away the blocks would be easier. Like if I did like that. So this will bring it this way. And I want it to like turn and stuff like that too. So I don't know. This is probably gonna be the most difficult thing that I've tried to do. And I clearly need lots more blocks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump right into the Nether. We're not scared of that, and because we're just gathering the blocks there right next to the portal anyway. So oh god, it just fell. All right, we're just gonna jump right in there. We're gonna try to grab some blocks real quick without getting ourselves killed, and then we'll be right back to finish building the slide. All right. Okay, things look good. Let's just grab as much of this as we can, as quick as we can. Do I have another pickaxe that I don't want to... Because I don't want to use this good one if I don't have to. But I don't have one with me. So we'll just use the diamond one. Because this stuff breaks so quickly. Just doesn't seem like, worth using the good one. But we'll use it. Doesn't matter. Alright, so this is going to gather extremely quickly. And I don't really feel like fighting anything right now. So hopefully we can just get this unbothered. And, we'll have to come back here for glowstone and other stuff too. But for now, this should be good. I do want to explore this place more, but maybe next time. Maybe that's what I'll do next time. Maybe we'll come in here, because I know there's other stuff we haven't seen here, so maybe it would be a good idea to come back here. Let me know if that's what you'd want me to do. But yeah, how much we got of this? We got over 60. We got over a stack already. So let's just turn this into 2 stacks, and that should be plenty, more than I need. Alright, it's lucky that we were able to, get this so easily. Oh, broke the pickaxe. I broke my diamond pickaxe. Kind of sad. But yeah, we got enough. And yeah, I really need to find more diamond. I mean, my luck's been pretty poor, I have to say. At least I think it's been bad. Maybe that's normal luck for diamond. But yeah, I feel like it has been. But, we got what we need. Let's grab another pickaxe from downstairs, because I'm gonna need, something to break where I make all my mistakes, which is, that's gonna happen every time when I do anything in this game. Okay. So I don't really see any except for this really crappy one. Maybe we should make one. Do I have any bars going? Well, I got some bars on me. Do I have sticks? I got sticks. Okay, so let's just make an iron one. Where'd my bars go? Okay, there they are. So yeah, I mean, I need to make some more iron stuff too. I'm gonna have to do that. Make some more, more gear and stuff, because if you've seen my set, it looks like this. And actually, I think I had a helmet in here. I think this dropped off a monster one, so I might as well, this frees up an inventory space too. Okay, so we're going to go up here, and we're going to see how this goes. If it doesn't go good, then, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Almost jumps right off the edge right there. Okay. So you'll see where I'm going with this eventually. Alright, so we want this to turn. Alright, so if I add more right here and there. Alright, let's get up on this. We need a better point of view. So we're going to turn it this way. And this is just, I'm assuming this is going to work, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. But it seems like this makes sense to me. And I'm going to turn it this way now, if I can. Alright, so if we Get one more block this way. We could easily make a turn. And let's get it lower if I can. But this seems like it'll come this way. And honestly, my angle is horrible. I don't know how to even build underneath these. Maybe if I went like this, that'd be easier. So if I hit shift and don't fall off the edge here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Actually, I need another one like underneath this one. Actually, I don't think it needs to be there. So we're gonna bring this down. We're gonna turn it this way, and we'll see how that goes. But honestly, this might not work at all. This might be a waste of time right here if this doesn't work. So yeah, then we'll turn it back this way, and I need it to get further down. I'm thinking I'm gonna need to jump into the water to do this. Ouch. Okay. So if we build it from here, I can't even see. I'm gonna have to break some of the block that's on the ceiling, and I'll fix that right after we're done. Alright, but I'm thinking this is gonna work. So I want this to be lower and come down like this way. Alright, so I don't know, this makes sense to me. And it just should fall right into the pool basically. I'm thinking like that. I just need to make edges so the water doesn't doesn't come off. I'm gonna need to make this pool a lot bigger probably. You know what, but I'm gonna put the water down first and then I'm gonna see how what I can change, because I'm obviously going to need to break some of these blocks. Alright, so let's try to get on this, because that gives us like a better view. So, we're coming down, it's coming down from here, so it needs to go out like that. And to stop it going off the edge over there, it would have to be there. And I might not, I don't even think I need this block. And what we're going to do, we're going to go up there, we'll see what happens when I put some water there, and see if I can actually slide down this thing. And then we'll get rid of all the blocks that we don't need. And see what it looks like. It looks kind of funny, from here at least. But I'm going to need to get rid of a lot of those blocks. And we'll see if it works. If it works and it looks weird, it's okay, because it's kind of cool. Alright, so hoping right here would be the spot. So that actually looks right to me. So, because the stream's going down, I'm assuming this is going to take us right down Alright, this is actually pretty cool. So it's a water slide. Oh man, the block's in my face. Okay, let's get rid of this block and see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't destroy the whole thing. No, that actually works. That wasn't that bad. Let's see if there's anything we can get rid of to make it look less take up so much room. Okay, so if I can get rid of that block. So that's good. Can I get rid of the block underneath it? I don't think I can, because I think it's flowing around on top of it. Maybe it's not. Well, if I get rid of that block, what happens? If we see water come out the bottom, then I'll just replace it. Okay, so we can get rid of that block, because it's, it's very, very large compared to what it needs to be. This one? Alright, we get rid of that one. I'm feeling I need to toss out some more of the ceiling, just for looks. So let's get rid of some of the ceiling, just so you can see better. And you'll have to let me know how this looks. I think it looks kind of funny, but it was kind of cool going down it at least. And I can get rid of a lot of these blocks. Okay, not that one. Not that one. Okay. So yeah, certain ones I can't get rid of. Let's just try to get rid of every single one that we don't need. And I think I just got rid of the same block that I just did actually. I'm gonna try the one next to it. Okay. Can't get rid of either of those. Oh god. I'm trying to put that one back. I think that was too high. Alright, let's try to get rid of that. And try to put the block in the right place. Okay. So yeah, we can't get rid of those, but... Oh shit. Alright, I think I can get rid of this one. Because obviously it looks better if I get rid of the ones that I can. Okay. I think this one on the bottom maybe. And maybe the side one? Maybe. Okay, that looks better. Corner? I feel like water's flowing off the edges now. Something went wrong here. Alright, I clearly messed something up here. Let's go up to the upstairs and fix that, because it doesn't look so good. But I think we pretty much got it down now. I think it was just one block on the side or something that I messed up. Because where's the water flowing off of? It's flowing off the other side. Yeah, like right there. That one. And maybe right there. Okay. Yeah, those ones I can't get rid of. Thinking I can get rid of that. Probably that. That. Okay, that looks better. Get rid of all these. Can't get rid of that one. But yeah, I want to fix it up because I don't want it to be so bulky. Because that's what it is. It's really bulky right now. And sorry if that's a little boring. But, kind of needs to be done. I think we'll just get this last couple blocks right here. And I think that'll be it. This one here, I don't think we need this one either. Alright, so that isn't too bad, really. I don't think there's any more I can get rid of. Maybe this one? Okay. So I think that's it. And what I guess I'm going to do is maybe get some stairs or get some kind of ladder or something so that we can get up there easier. Or just, you know, mostly for looks, 'cause I can get up here pretty easily. So, because clearly the way to get up here right now is like going up here. So, I think that's the end of the episode. So, at least I got a little tiny room that needs fixing up for the enchantment table. So, at least we got to experiment with that. And I got a little waterfall going. And I didn't mean to fall on it. But anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the episode. So, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. It does help, guys. It does help. So, see you guys later.